Hey everybody, Mark Lewis Wagner and Drawing on Earth. That's my nonprofit. This is the intro to drawing class at Chabot that's happening now this semester. What I'm going to do is I'm saying hello and I'm going to show some supplies and things like that to get the semester rolling. My studio mate, Professor Thiel, and I shot a video that I'll show later, and so you can get a kind of a studio tour of where we're at in this big cool studio complex in East Oakland. So here we go. So I thought I'd show you some of the supplies that we're going to use. There's a variety of things here. Let's see, what will I start with? Sketchbooks. So a sketchbook, something like this, you can really use any sketchbook you want and have. These are just the nicest and the ones that I use. Like this is my current sketchbook. So we're actually doing a lot of sketchbook work in this class. Sketchbooks, colored chalk. So we'll be doing some chalk stuff. I do a lot of stuff with chalk, which I will share and tell you about. Paper is, well, let's do a ruler. So a metal ruler, or this is the one that I recommend getting. This is my favorite ruler. I actually need a new one. It's got a metal edge for cutting, and then it's plastic and you can see through it in bars. It's really an excellent ruler. Paper-wise, there's a gray paper that we're going to work with, so it's toned. So then you can actually work with white on something like this. When you're dealing with white paper, you can't do any more white on it. So I have on our supply list paper that's bigger than this, but you'll get the idea of paper. We're working with paper. Tracing paper is transparent work so that you can see through it. We'll be doing a lot of transferring and using objects like that. The two things that we're not going to use in class are these pencils. So a mechanical pencil and a regular pencil. These are not allowed in this class, so put them off to the side so you won't forget. And what we're doing is we're going to be using these pencils. So the main thing is that it's a 4B, and so 4Bs is going to get you a really light line, and then it's also going to get you a heavy line. And if you notice how I'm holding the pencil, we'll be talking about that. We'll be practicing a lot about how to hold this pencil. It's an overgripped, where I grab over the pencil and I'm drawing like this. This one's also a 4B, and it's actually solid graphite. So then I can get, a whole area instead of just a line, right? So that's super helpful. So it's 4Bs. Then these are charcoal pencils, and it's also this heavier dark line. There's a way where we're going to use, this is my favorite cutting tool. It's called a box cutter, and it has razor blades that pop in and out. And that's the cool thing about it. I use these all the time. I actually carry one in my pocket all the time. And so we'll be using something like this to be trimming some of the wood off of some of our pencils. And that also lets us be able to do work that's sideways. And this one just needs to be worked on a little bit. And this one is a medium. Along with that is a smudge stick. And a smudge stick is where you're going to be able to smear and get values. So super important tool. You could buy a variety. They come in a couple different packs. So you got to get a smudge stick. White pencils. So, that's the ability to be able to go white. And I have a couple different ones. Some of the pencils were actually out in the art store online. And so grab some ones that work. Some of the compressed charcoal are pieces like this. And then I bought a kind of a kit where you buy a couple different ones and it's a couple different colors. So there's ones that will be like a sepia or a brown, and that will also get us in ways that we can get different values happening, and something that's just not black and white. And then an eraser. So this is called a kneaded eraser. It looks like this, and you basically then tear it in half, and you can get lines out of it. You can make shapes out of it. And then this is the other eraser. So it's this one will also get you. The problem with these erasers is that you get all of this stuff that you have to move on, whereas this eraser doesn't do that. And then a watercolor set. It doesn't have to be like this, but you're going to have some type of watercolor. And then a compass, something that's going to give you circles. So there's an inexpensive compass that I put on our list. So a compass. We got the rulers. I'm thinking I don't have black ink right here. So then ink and a brush are some of the other tools. And I think that's about it to start us off with. Oh, and blue tape. And the two other things that I forgot to mention is a roll of brown paper that you can buy at like Home Depot, and the clip-on drawing boards that you put your paper on.